Attention Northwest Arkansas businesses and talent seekers. Introducing OnboardNWA.com, your hyperlocal job board crafted for our unique community. Struggling to find the perfect match for your job openings? Onboard NWA simplifies the hiring process, connecting you with the region's top talent through tailored talent matching solutions. Whether you're an employer seeking expertise or a professional looking for your next opportunity, Onboard NWA is here for you. Discover more at onboardnwa.com. And let's build the future of Northwest Arkansas together.
It's time for another episode of I Am Northwest Arkansas, the podcast covering the intersection of business, culture, entrepreneurship, and life in general here in the Ozarks. Whether you are considering a move to this area or trying to learn more about the place you call home, we've got something special for you. Without further ado, here's our fearless host, Randy Wilburn.
Hey folks, and welcome to a special of I Am Northwest Arkansas. I'm your host, Randy Wilburn, and I'm here today with my good friend, Bianca Montoya. Bianca is from Bike NWA. She and I sat down a while back to do an episode on Bike NWA to talk about the bike culture here in Northwest Arkansas. And Bianca reached out to me the other day and said, hey, Randy, we're doing something really special. We're doing a critical mass summit here in Northwest Arkansas. This is not, it's not a free event in the sense that, well, I'll let her tell you more about it, but it's a program nonetheless. And when she told me about it, and then she sent me kind of like a press release on it, I was like, oh man, I would love to help out. And so they asked if I could share some information with the I Am Northwest Arkansas tribe, this audience that just grows on a regular basis. So without further ado, Bianca Montoya from Bike NWA and also from the Critical Mass Summit. How are you doing?
Hi, Randy. Thank you so much for having me again. It is always a good time when I get to be on your show and sharing whatever coolness that we're working on in the moment. But hey, just to speak real quick, you said it's not a free summit, but if someone needs it to be a free summit or they need financial assistance to cover a day absent from work or childcare, we are here to assist people. So they just have to reach out to us and we will make it work, because that is one of the themes of the summit, is like breaking down barriers that keep women and non-binary communities from doing awesome things. So the Critical Mass Summit is the first summit that Bike NWA and NWA Trailblazers has ever done. And we're really excited about it. It's a 2-day summit designed to empower and connect women and other underrepresented genders with the trails, cycling, and active transportation community. When we say underrepresented genders, like this includes, well, just everyone. This includes cis women, trans women, women of color, the non-binary community, and those who are otherwise considered marginalized. And the summit is designed to really just like to build relationships with people already in our community, to diversify this cycling scene, our active transportation scene, and all the social change movements. What's really awesome is the intersectionality between all of these movements in Northwest Arkansas. And we want to basically focus that we need to increase diversity of women and have them participate in conversations and decision making around these topics. A lot of times there's a lack of resources, lack of access, and lack of opportunity. And this summit is really focused on bringing everyone around the table and connecting one another while empowering one another.
Yeah. And it's not just exclusively about riding bikes.
No, definitely not. And of course, that is an aspect of that, because active transportation is a part of that. But no, it's more than that. It's just the overall like holistic picture of how these things work together. And really, like, some of the emphasis is behind, like, a lot of people want to make change in their communities, but the biggest question is how. Where do I start? Who do I talk to? Who are my resources? And the lineup of speakers that we have are women that have really made an impact in their communities. Either we have local speakers. We have also local city representatives. that are able to talk to that sense and that focus. And then we also, we just have, everyone is so intentional to empower the people that will attend this, be able to walk away and feel like they can take action and make a difference within their community.
Oh man, I love that. I mean, that certainly is right up my alley. And because, we're here in Northwest Arkansas and the bike culture is what it is and the trails are what they are. And, I think this is a great conversation to be had. And, we're coming off of Pride Month and a lot of different activities that have been happening here in Northwest Arkansas to engage what I would determine, and I'm using this very reflectively, the whole community, right?
Yeah.
Not just one group. And so I think what you guys are doing is important. And I've talked to some of your friends like Kim and Beatrice, and I know you have a lot of people and behind the scenes that are working hard to bring this thing to fruition. Give our listeners just a quick tease of what they can expect over this 2-day summit.
Yeah, definitely. So we are providing interactive sessions on Friday. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That will not only provide attendees with knowledge and skills applicable to their profession and personal lives, but also will help women understand how trails, cycling, and active transportation is relevant to their work and personal lives. Okay, some of our session descriptions. One of the topics is why we should engage in development of our growing cities. That's with Dr. Destiny Thomas. Then we have how to organize the community to support a cause. That's with Charlene Mack. She's amazing. Then we have Kelsey Blackwell leading how to sustain your own momentum, cultivating resilience, and avoiding burnout, which I feel like everyone can relate to, needing those kind of skills or wisdom. And then we have another session that's how to effectively engage with elected officials. And that's really cool because we have Jacqueline House from KNWA moderating that conversation. And then we have officials from local to regional to state level, all on that panel, helping people understand like how they can effectively communicate with them. And then we have another one. Our fifth session is a concurrent sessions for white and BIPOC women to explore building inclusive spaces and navigating barriers. So some attendees will split into two concurrent sessions that create accountability and affinity spaces that provide for deeper conversations in a safer space around issues of exclusion and barriers in the trails and cycling sector. So that'll be really impactful. And then our sixth session to wrap up the day on Friday is celebrating your accomplishments with ritual and remedy. And that is with Felicia Ruiz. And that will be also a really cool interactive session. She is a traditional healer. And so I don't want to give too much away, but if anyone wants to find out, they can go to our website, criticalmasssummit.com. We built out a whole website just for that.
Okay. Yeah. You guys have been busy then. Criticalmasssummit.org. .com. I'm sorry. Okay, so we'll get that right.
That's okay.
And just so everybody knows, we're talking about July 23rd and July 24th of 2001. Yeah. So if you're listening to this after that effect, after those dates, then you need to just connect with these guys because this is going to be an ongoing thing. Is that right, Bianca? Or this is going to be annual?
Yes, that's what we're hoping for. And I forgot to mention Saturday. So day one, Friday, is the virtual sessions, and the sessions I just listed out. But day two is our outdoor activities. And so women and non-binary community are able to choose from a list of experiences that they want to check out. And now these can be things that they've never done before or things that they're just looking to do again. They will be small, intimate groups with awesome, excellent guides to make the space safe and accommodating. They don't have to bring anything. We'll provide everything. But it will be like we have bike rides they can check out, either Razorback Greenway rides, mountain biking, gravel. There's also hiking and yoga, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, and indoor rock climbing. And then also there's an opportunity to work with Pedal It Forward, which is a nonprofit, and learn how to build a bike. So it is jam-packed 2 days.
It sounds like
Yeah.
it, and of course, as I record, my office is in downtown Rogers. So those of you that are listening to this, I'm over by the 1907 building, and this train that runs through here doesn't run through here on a regular schedule. It comes at the weirdest hours and times, so I can never time it. So that background ambient noise that you're hearing is the train running through downtown Rogers. So thank you very much, Southern Pacific, for that brief moment there. But I like to be real with when I'm doing these episodes. So just wanted to just keep it going. Now I had a chance to look at the Critical Mass Summit website, criticalmasssummit.com. It looks really cool. You can register on there. It tells you when it is, what to expect. It breaks down everything, just like Bianca just shared, both on the 23rd and the 24th. There are a bunch of experiences, and there's going to be a summit celebration in downtown Springdale on Saturday afternoon, and they're going to have lunch at Natural State Rockin' Republic right off the Razorback Greenway. Listen, folks, I really encourage you guys to take part in this event. We wanted to just kind of bring this to bear for everybody to hear. I wanted to share this information when Bianca reached out and said, hey, we'd love to have you guys promote this in some way. I said, absolutely, because that's what I Am Northwest Arkansas is all about, is promoting all the great and amazing things that are happening. And if you're listening to this and you're not from here, but you're about to move here or you're thinking about moving here, this is another reason why Northwest Arkansas should be on your short list, beside the fact that U.S. News and World Report just gave us a glowing recommendation as one of the top places to live in the country. So, we're on the map for a number of reasons, the least of which is everything that Bianca and her team at the Critical Mass Summit is doing to create awareness around so many of these important issues that impact several parts of our community. So, is there anything any last minute thoughts that you want to give up, Bianca, before we close out?
Yeah, I think, this is not a traditional summit, and so it's complex and it's kind of hard to describe or to share with women the importance of why they should come. And so I just want to share this one sentiment. We and all the women on this team organizing this summit have experienced the transformative power of movement and being outdoors. And we really want to share that passion and joy with the communities who need it most, especially since we all just experienced this last year and the trauma associated with that. And then at the same time, we're having all these conversations and the social justice issues are coming to surface again. We recognize that a lot of women do so much for their communities and their families, and oftentimes our needs are addressed last. Or if at all. And we want to provide women attending the summit with a toolkit of knowledge and experience that equip us to feel good while we are doing good. And so, if you're listening to this and you're like, I'm not really sure that's for me, it is for you. And I want to say, we'll guarantee you'll have a good time and you will walk away feeling better for it. And if y'all have any questions, we are so easy to get a hold of via social media or email or a website. But yeah, any questions you have, we want to answer them, and we want you to come to our summit. And if you can't, well, hopefully there's next year.
Yeah,
or you can watch online. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll make sure that we're going to put some really abbreviated show notes out there for this particular special bonus episode of the I Am Northwest Arkansas podcast to direct you directly to Bianca and the rest of the team at Critical Mass Summit. I think it's going to be a great event. I hope to be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. If nothing else, just to tell other people about coming out to it if I'm not able to physically attend. But I've been a part of several of the BIPOC rides, both in Fayetteville and in Rogers. And honestly, it just does my heart well to see so many people come out and be a part of that and want to be a part of the solution of inclusion here in Northwest Arkansas and beyond. So Bianca Montoya, thank you so much for coming on the podcast and sharing with us a quick message. And, normally my podcasts are 40, 45 minutes long. So we did well to end in 15 minutes. So
yeah, we did.
I'm going to call it quits now. That's all that we have for this bonus episode of I Am Northwest Arkansas. If you are doing an event like the Critical Mass Summit, or you are trying to create awareness for something special that is near and dear to you, a cause that you're trying to move through the community here in Northwest Arkansas, and you need some help with it, I can help you. Please reach out to me, Randy at IamNorthwestArkansas.com. We can talk about it and see how we can help amplify your message to reach the widest audience possible. That's all we have for today's bonus episode episode of I Am Northwest Arkansas. I want to thank Bianca Montoya from Bike to NWA and criticalmasssummit.com. And we hope to see you soon.
Awesome.
Peace.
Thanks, Randy. Bye.
No Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of I Am Northwest Arkansas. Check us out each and every week, available anywhere that great podcasts can be found. For show notes or more information on becoming a guest, visit IamNorthwestArkansas.com. We'll see you next week on I Am Northwest Arkansas.